everyone, welcome back to Yellow Cottage Soapery. Today I'm making purple Hooters soap, and this fragrance is a combination of sparkling strawberry, raspberry, citrus greenery, soft florals with notes of lemon, grapefruit, and lime. And I don't know how they do it. There's nothing grape in it, but it smells just like grape. Grape candy, grape soda, and it smells really good. This is sort of a remake, but I'm doing a different design. I'm doing 2 color purples and a white. I'm going to pipe a little bit on the top, and then I have these little owl embeds that I made, and I'm not going to put them on the top of the soap. I'm going to do something with them after I cut the soap tomorrow. So let's get started. I am soaping at room temperature, which is about 73 degrees. I always soap at room temperature. I think it's important when you soap, especially if you're a beginner, to soap at the same temperature every time so you can kind of, get to know your recipe. And some recipes like to be hotter. Some oils like to be hotter when they are mixed with the lye. So it all just, but if you do it at the same temperature and kind of play with it, it should give you an idea of what temperature you should work at for the, the best results. Of course, fragrances are going to have a influence on how it reacts, but I have these 3 bowls, and I'm going to do a little bit, I'm going to do the same amount for the light purple and the white, and I'm going to have a little bit of the darker purple because I'm going to have a little more because I'm going to use that for piping on the top. And these containers are very similar to the ones you get at the Dollar Tree, and I have a ton of those, and they're great for soaping. But I found these at Dollar General. They're only $2, and they're in their little tiny small section of housewares that they have. They don't always have them, but they are more sturdy than the dollar store ones. They're just like a thicker plastic. So when you're buying for soaping, you want to look on the bottom. There's a small little triangle, and it should say 0, 5, or 5 in it, and that means it can withstand high temperatures. Some plastics just cannot. Let's see, this is going to be my darker purple. But I'm going to kind of try to do 3 layers and do a little bit of a drop swirl in between, or in each layer. I don't know, it's in my head. We'll see how it turns out. Okay, we're going to continue on. I let this sit up while I washed a couple of my dishes. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is pour the rest of the white. You can see it's thickened up beautifully. So, I don't want it to really break through, and that just did. See, it's hard to get any kind of container unless it's really small down into this mold to do this. So, it's okay if it breaks through, obviously, because there's white in the drops underneath, so it's really no big deal. But I'm not going to use the white in the piping, so I'm going to go ahead and put all of it in here right now. About a half an hour, and although this could set up more so that the ruffle is more defined, I decided I had to, well, I have to go ahead and do it now because we have to go pick up Mackenzie's car at the dealership, so I just need to get this done. This is one of the ruffle tips it's a Russian ruffle piping tip. I've used them one other time, and I thought I would just kind of do diagonal. I don't know, because I don't know how well you can see, but I'm just going to go back and forth, one on top of the other. If you let this thicken up, you can definitely have really defined, pretty ruffles, and you can watch cake tutorials on using these tips. This is really kind of sloppy, but I think it'll look fine once it's cut. Welcome back. I'm going to go ahead and cut these soaps and show you what I'm going to do with the little owls. So this is the inside of the soap. And I do have a tiny bit of soda ash on the top, but it's really not much to worry about, so I'm just going to leave it. So I will go ahead and cut this loaf, and then I will show you what I'm going to do. I really like how the different layers turned out. It's just something different. I already cut the other loaf and did what I wanted to do with the owls, so I'm curious to see what you guys think of it. Now, the reason I decided to do it was because when you put embeds on the top of the soap, I always feel like you can't really see them, especially when I package them. And I wanted to figure out a way where I could show the embeds a little bit better. So I came up with this, and I will show you guys in just a second. I hope you all have been enjoying the end of your summer and kids getting back to school. It's so weird growing up. We always had long sleeve shirts and pants on when we went back to school growing up in New York. And here it's shorts and flip-flops because it's still 90 degrees. But it feels good to be back in a routine. And the last one. Alright, let me move this cutter out of the way and I will show you. I have heated up just some clear melt and pour soap. I get it from Wholesale Supplies Plus. And all I'm going to do is take a bar and kind of find which side I like the best. And I'm going to take one of my little owls, this little guy, and it's a cake decorating brush, and I just kind of put a generous amount of melt and pour on the back, and then I'm just going to stick it on the soap. And like I said, I already did the other log and they stay on perfectly and they're doing fine. So I just thought that was a cute way to show the owl with my packaging. So I just have the 2-color purples for owls, and I'm just going to stick these on. I'll do a couple more, but this is super easy. Definitely like to know what you guys think. I mean, obviously the little owls are made of melt and pour soap, so they're totally usable. Now, if your melt and pour starts to set up or it's not real liquidy, I just recommend putting it in the microwave for a little bit. But this stayed pretty liquidy while I did the whole other loaf, so I'll just do one more. And this smells so good, just exactly like grape. Fruity. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.